Hey guys, it's Hillary. Welcome back to my channel, Enneagram and Coaching. I'm your certified Enneagram life coach, and I love teaching you guys an easy way to understand the Enneagram. So today, I'm going to teach you guys 10 signs that you might be an Enneagram Type 3, the achiever. But before we get started, yes, I have my Starbucks coffee. I went to Starbucks this morning. You guys know if you've watched any of my other videos, I think it was mainly in my mistype series. I was asking you guys for drink ideas from Starbucks, and so thank you guys so much. You guys have sent me so many drinks. I've tried so many of them and I've loved them. And today I'm going to try the Grande Iced Pumpkin Latte, almond milk, no whipped cream. Cheers to my sippy cup Starbucks drink that I will be drinking throughout this video. But before we get started, don't forget to push that subscribe button. It's super important. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you don't mind. I appreciate it and I appreciate you guys so much. But let's go ahead and get started into the video. Let me put this down. So the first sign that you might be an Enneagram Type 3 is you love to set goals, you love to complete goals, you love to achieve goals, you love to accomplish goals. Like, you're very goal oriented. And for you, what makes this different from other types that obviously probably like to set goals too is your goal is to check it off. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you did something. It's like a success barometer. Is that the right word? Is barometer the right word? I don't know. It's telling you, like, oh yeah, I got stuff done today. I was successful. I did achieve some things. And so for you, it's so important to set those goals, achieve those goals, check those goals off. And another piece to this is it makes you feel more efficient. And Type 3s definitely are efficient. So making visible progress for a Type 3 actually can be a lot of fun for them. So that's a sign that you might be an Enneagram Type 3. The second sign is that you have a hard time celebrating your own success. Is that true if you're an Enneagram 3? Let me know in the comments below. Do you have a hard time celebrating your own success? And it's not because you're like, oh, I don't want anybody to know, or like you don't want that spotlight of celebrating. No, it has way more to do with you achieve that goal and then you move on. You're always going, you're always moving forward. And so you actually don't slow down enough to actually celebrate your own success sometimes. So my advice for the Type 3 is celebrate your past wins. Celebrate your wins in the moment before jumping into the next thing. It's super healthy to stop, breathe, be present, and celebrate those wins. The third sign would be you seek to avoid failure at all cost, right? And if you're a Type 3, you probably understand this because your core fear is failure. And not only do Type 3s fear failure, they despise failure. And an example I have is I have a 20-year-old son, and he's a Type 3. And when he was younger, there were so many things that I could tell he would be good at. But if he didn't think he would be amazing at it, or he thought failure would be an option, he would not even attempt it, which was so frustrating as his mom, because you want to be like, no, just try it and see what happens. But for him, it was such a deep failure that if he didn't have guaranteed success in, his little mind, then a lot of times he wouldn't even try it. And a healthy 3, they realize failure actually can teach them lessons, which in the end will produce even greater success. So it's one of those things where I know it's a fear for a Type 3, but they do have to walk through it. They do have to push through it sometimes. So let's move on to the fourth thing. And what is that? Well, it's that you enjoy winning. I know that we already covered, like, you don't actually celebrate the wins as much because you're always moving forward, but in the end, you do enjoy the win. And in this instance, it looks more like maybe in a video game, you win the level. I don't know how old you are. Or, if you're in the professional setting, you get the client above someone else, so you're winning. And so a Type 3 just loves winning. And in the end, for a Type 3, there's no place for second place. To them, the second place is the first loser. So in the end, for a Type 3, a lot of times it is important to come across as a winner. Okay, I gotta get a little bit more comfortable, guys. Sorry. Sorry. All right, jumping back into the video. And if you notice, I am wearing shorts. It is still summer in Arizona. I know it's in October, but it still feels like summer. We still are going to hit over the hundreds today. So while I have a happy fall shirt on, I have my flannel on, I have shorts on. It just is the way it is here in Arizona. But anyways, let's move on to the fifth sign that you might be a Type 3. And what would this be? It's hard for you not to work on vacation. Because why? The Type 3s, they actually can be workaholics. It depends on your health. Don't get me wrong. Not all Type 3s fall into this category. And then it also depends on your subtype. And let me just plug that real fast. My type 3 subtypes video is coming out soon. So if you are a 3, push that subscribe button because it's coming your way. But yes, type 3s, they can be workaholics. They can take it on vacation. It can be, here's the thing, you might not take it on vacation with you, but is it hard for you to leave it at home? Is it a struggle for you to leave the work at home and go and fully be present in the moment and just enjoy your vacation? That would be my question for you in this fifth sign that you might be a type 3. The sixth thing is you fear being exposed as worthless. And again, we're going to just piggyback off of this is a core fear for the 3. Appearing worthless or not successful is a fear. And so I would say this is a big sign that you might be a 3 if this is a deep core fear of yours. For a type 3, being successful can actually mask some insecurities that they might have. They really desire to be considered worthy. It is something they're trying to earn sometimes by, all the work and all the success and achievements that they're doing. And sometimes the type 3 might even use their achievements to compensate for their inner feelings of unworthiness. Not all the time. I'm just saying sometimes, and especially, depending on your level of health, or if you're, this is a core fear of yours. And so sometimes a fear of a type 3 is being considered worthless. So let's move on to the 7th sign. And what is that? That is that you enjoy the finer things in life. You like nice brands, you like nice things. And why? Well, you want to look the look. You want to, look like you're successful also as much as being successful. You want to look successful. And that's not wrong or bad. I will say there are some type 3 wing 4s, and then depending on your subtype, that looks aren't as important, that kind of stuff isn't as important to them, but they still probably like nicer things and name brands. The 8th thing for the 3 is you can accomplish your tasks in a super fast, efficient manner. You guys are super efficient. And yes, I've said that quite a few times because it's true. You multitask very well. You're productive. This is at the heart of the 3. This is super important for a type 3. Okay, so the 9th thing is you can be very disciplined doing the things that you need to do in order to get the things that you want to have. And so the 3 has this great discipline in them. Again, I'm going to go back to my type 3 son who, he has a big savings account. He works hard. He has almost a full-time job. He goes to school full-time. He's 20. He's efficient. He's productive, going back to the 8th thing. But then, and also the 9th sign, he's very disciplined. He takes into consideration if he really, really needs something in the moment because he's more of a long-term gain. That's what he's looking for. He wants to wait until he can get something he would really want, and even going back to that, is it the 6th sign, of liking nice brands and expensive things? Well, type 3 will wait. They won't just buy the first thing. They're going to want the best thing, or the nicest thing, or whatever that looks like. And so they can be very disciplined and save up and wait to get that thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're almost done. The 10th thing. What is it? You would rather lead than follow any day. Can I get an amen from you guys, right? You would rather lead than follow any day. Because why? Type 3s usually are born leaders, and they have a hard time following people that might not do the job like them. They don't think that they'll do the job as well as them, as efficient as them. All those things come into consideration. So for a type 3, they're like, hey, I would just rather lead and help you guys, along versus follow a lot of the time. So anyways, that's it. Those are our 10 signs that you might be a type 3, the achiever. And if you get to the end of this and you're like, gosh, a lot of those made sense, but not all of them. I still want to do some more research. Well, I have done videos on the type 3. I've interviewed a type 3, maybe actually a couple type 3s. I have a video on the wings of the type 3. So if you want to know a little bit more about the type 3 wing 2 or the type 3 wing 4, I will link some of those down in the description box. So go down there and look for them and give those a watch if you're still wanting to know a little bit more about the type 3. All right, so I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. The first one is, how many of these did you relate to? How many of these were like, wow, spot on, you're reading my mail? Put those in the comments box below. And then also, would you add anything? I would love to know from you, would you add anything to the 10 signs that you might be a type 3. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm Hillary_McCaskey_coaching. And then I also have just an Enneagram Instagram account, which is Enneagram and Coaching. If you want to know more about booking a session with me to discover your type, if you get to the end of this and you're like, I actually just need a one-on-one session with you over Zoom or FaceTime, I will put that information in the description box below too, because I have a 1-hour session that you guys can purchase. So anyways, this has been fun. I hope that this taught you a little something, or you just had a little fun with it. I will take any of those answers. Until next time, guys, bye.